Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. And make sure to stick to the end of the video where I have a bonus question that is similar to this question, which you guys can try to solve using the methods that are used to solve this problem. Alright, so we have 27 to the power of x is equal to 9. And now what I'm first going to do is I'm going to simplify 27 to the power of x a little. So 27, this is the same thing as 3 to the power of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in 3 to the power of 3 for 27. So now I have 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x is equal to 9. And now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. So 3 to the power of 3 to the power of x, we can think of a as 3 in this case, m as 3, and n as x. So this would be equal to a to the power of m times n. So 3 to the power of 3 times x. 3 times x is simply 3x, so I have 3 to the power of 3x is equal to 9. Now 9 here, this is the same thing as 3 squared. So I have 3 to the power of 3x is equal to 3 squared. And now another property of exponents is that if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, then this means that m is equal to n. Because if the base is here, these two are the same, then this means the exponents are the same as well. So now for 3 to the power of 3x is equal to 3 to the power of 2, this means that the exponents, 3 to the power of x, 3x and 2, these two are the same. So now we have a simple equation, 3x is equal to 2. So now if I divide both sides by 3, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to 2 over 3. Now to check, I'm going to plug in 2 to the x equals 2 to the power of 3 in the equation 27 to the power of x equals 9. So now I have 27 to the power of 2 over 3 is equal to 9. Now to solve 27 to the power of 2 over 3, this is the same thing as the cube root of 27 squared. Now 27 squared, that's equal to 729. So now I have the cube root of 729 is equal to 9. And the cube root of 729 is equal to 9. So I have 9 is equal to 9 because this is right. We know that our solution x equals 2 over 3 is right. Alright, so now I have a similar problem to this one, and let's see if you guys can solve it. So my problem is a to the power of x is equal to 32. And now I'll ask you guys to pause the video and attempt to solve this problem. Alright, so I'm assuming you guys tried to solve this problem. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to rewrite 8 here as 2 over 3, 2 to the power of 3, because 8 equals 2 to the power of 3. So now I have 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x is equal to 32. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x, this is going to equal 2 to the power of 3 times x. 3 times x is 3x, so I have 2 to the power of 3x is equal to 32. Now 32, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 5. So now I can replace 32 with 2 to the power of 5. So now I have 2 to the power of 3x is equal to 2 to the power of 5. And remember, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So for 2 to the power of 3x equals 2 to the power of 5, these two are equal to each other, so I have 3x is equal to 5. Now if I divide both sides by 3, I get x is equal to 5 over 3. Now, another way of doing this problem, a to the power of x is equal to 32, is to take the log on both sides. So I have log a to the power of x is equal to log 32. And now an important property of logarithms is that if I have log a to the power of b, I can actually move this exponent b to the front of the logarithm. So this would actually equal b times log a. So log a to the power of x here, I can move my exponent x here to the front, so this is going to equal x times log 8. Now this is equal to log 32. Now I can divide log 8 on both sides. These two will cancel out, so I'm left with x is equal to log 32 over log 8. Now 32, that's the same thing as 2 to the power of 5, and 8, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 3. So now I have log 2 to the power of 5 over log 2 to the power of 3. Now remember, log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front, so I have b times log a. So I'm going to do that for both of these. So for log 2 to the power of 5, I'll move 5 to the front. For log 2 to the power of 3, I'll move 3 to the front. So now I have x, So now I have x is equal to 5 times log 2 over 3 times log 2. Now these log 2's can simply cancel out. So I'll be left with x is equal to 5 over 3. Now to check, we have a to the power of x is equal to 32. X is equal to 5 over 3, so I have a to the power of 5 over 3 is equal to 32. Now I can, a to the power of 5 over 3 is the same thing as the cube root of a to the power of 5, is equal to 32. Now for a to the power of 5, that is equal to, I can plug that into my calculator here, 32,768, and the cube root of that is 32. So 32 equals 32, meaning x equals 5 over 3 is right. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 8 to the power of x equals 2, and we want to find the value of x. So if you notice, 8 is actually much greater than 2. And even if we set x as something as small as 1, this would still equal 8, which is still greater than 2. Meaning that x is a decimal or a fraction. So whenever we're solving problems such as this one, we always want to make the bases the same so then we could set the exponents equal each other and solve. So right here, 8 and 2, well, we want to convert one of these two bases to make them equal to the other one. Well, 2 is already pretty small, so we can't convert it into anything else, but 8 is actually equal to 2 to the power of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace 2 to the power of 3 with 8, and So we have 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x equals 2. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x, we would just multiply these two exponents because 3 in this case is m and x is n. So this would be 2 to the power of 3 times x. And this equals 2. Now 2 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 1. And now, as you can see, both of these bases are the same. So because the bases are the same, the exponents are the same as well. So now we could just say that 3 times x is 3x equals 1. And now, as you can see, we have a simple equation to solve for x. So I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. These two cancel out, and we are left with x equals 1/3. And this is our answer. And if I plug this in, for x, 8 to the power of 1 over 3 equals 2. Well, 8 to the power of 1 over 3 is the same thing as the cube root of 8. And the cube root of 8 is 2, because 2 to the power of 3 equals 8. So this is right.